Hey, what's going on, y'all? This your girl Soul Queen 3, and I have a special message from y'all. And this is a reading on a celebrity we know as Michael Jackson. Yes, I had, just been led to do this reading. You understand? I used to have dreams of Michael and everything, and I used to wonder why. And today I just had an urge to do a reading on him. And yes, my spirit guides led me to know I had the ability to pick up on celebrities. So, with that being said, I just want to get into it. Michael Jackson, as you know, he was a Virgo. Well, for those who don't know, he was born in August 29th, 1958. So his birthday is coming around soon. Perhaps that's why I was led to do this reading. But I'm going to do the first half is on how he felt when he was alive. And then the other half is how he feels now that he's, on the other side, okay? And the deck I'm using is the Hoodoo deck, okay? Because as y'all know, I'm an Earth Angel, tarot reader, and a root worker, So Hoodoo is for mainly African Americans, who did root work or their ancestors and everything. This is something that my ancestors led me to know that I had the ability to do. So the first card we have for Michael is Six of Knives. Yes. When he was alive, he definitely felt like, he had people trying to bring him down. He was kind of hurt, people talking about him being a molester and messing with kids and all that. And I know in my spirit, he wasn't no molester. He might have maybe had him laying on his bed watching a movie or something, but he was a big kid. Michael loved to play video games. He loved to just swim with his nephews and cousins. He would always have kids come over to the Never Never Land Ranch and let them play with the rides, the animals and stuff. He was a very caring person. So that really just upset the shit out of him, okay? That people would say that he was a molester and stuff. And he also felt like he had some fake people that was, pretending to be his friend, like frenemies and stuff. So, yeah. And the next card we have for Michael is Ancestors. Yeah. His ancestors, spirit wants people to know it's okay to mourn Michael Jackson's passing. When a person passes away in this 3D realm, of course we're going to miss seeing their beautiful face and seeing their presence and feeling their energy. You understand? But spirit wants you to know that all is well, okay? And, it's okay to mourn, but you have to get over it as well, and when something passed, you also have something new come into your life. So that's what spirit wants you to know with the ancestors card, okay? The next card we have is Railroad Bill. Yeah, Railroad Bill. Now, this represents his character, how he was. And Michael Jackson, when he was alive, although he felt at times down and sad, he was a very confident, very, cool person. He was bad. He knew how to dance. He definitely knew how to dress. I loved his sense of fashion, and a lot of people to this day learned how to, dress and have swag from looking at MJ, and he was assertive, he knew how to speak his mind. If you ever saw that movie This Is It, there was a part in the movie I'll never forget when the music director was going over something and MJ did not want him to change the way the beat sounded. He wanted it the same exact way, and the music director kept trying to talk Michael into changing it up. But Michael stuck to his guns and told him, no, that's not how I like it. I like it like this, and he was assertive, although he spoke in a soft voice. But Michael did not play at all, He got that from his father, Joe Jackson. Joe Jackson was assertive as a motherfucker too, So Michael at times would have a little Joe Jackson come out of him. Trust me, people who worked with Michael knew to respect him. Whatever Michael say, you better do it or your ass is out. Michael did not play. The next card is Mother of Baskets. Yes. And this is showing when he was alive. He was very compassionate, yes. Because you could tell in his songs when he made the song, We Are the World, We Are the World, We Are the Children. That was a beautiful song, and it brought a lot of people together. And he was empathic, And like I said, a person who is an empath, they're very sensitive. They can feel energy, Like if a person is really like looking at them negative or, thinking negative, they could pick up on it. So he knew a lot of people was hating on him, talking about him like a dog. But at the same time, he knew a lot of people loved him too. So he tried to just brush his shoulders over like what people was talking about, negative about him. You understand? Because he knew that God obviously had favor over him because he had so much love from so many fans and everything. Even if he did have some messed up relatives and people who was trying to talk about him. And the next card we have is 10 of Sticks. Yeah. And 10 of Sticks is showing when he was alive. He also had some burdens. He felt a little burden. He felt overworked. He had a lot on his plate. I mean, he had kids he had to take care of, and they was always wanting him around, but he had to do concerts, and at the time he was working on his last concert, This Is It. Rumors was he was like doing like a lot of drugs, before the concert and stuff like that. That's the reason why he passed. Only Father God knows what really happened, but I know that he was definitely feeling a lot of, just a lot of things he had dealing with, And, the thing is, the responsibilities was getting a little too much for him, and it wore him out, so he didn't like how others just, was betraying him and everything. So he was trying to just do too much too much at the same time. You understand? The next card we have is Mrs. Robinson. Now, this looks like a normal card, I know, but Miss Robinson for the Hoodoo deck actually represents the devil. Yeah. And this doesn't mean that Michael was evil, but he was definitely going through some inner demons, such as excessive focus on worldly things, buying a lot of stuff. Michael was he was just obsessed with buying antiques and clothes, jewelry, things like that, things that really don't matter, but it made him feel good, and, behind closed doors, he felt very ugly, even though he had people around the world love him and say how handsome he was. He felt ugly, I mean, as a child, he did not like his nose. Spirit is saying he didn't like his bell pepper looking nose, and he didn't like how it looked when he was dancing. He didn't see like it going with how his vision was or how he wanted himself to look. He was a visionary, and that's how come his videos were so amazing, because he would just like a certain look to his videos. So imagine how he wanted himself to look. He loved all races. It's not like he was trying to be white, but at the same time, it's like he liked to just change and go into character. He loved to do like costume, makeup, and all that. And in a way that's kind of fun. Like I said, Michael was a big kid, so it didn't really bother him to look a little different. But he didn't like people saying like, he got a bunch of nose plastic surgery and all that. I mean, even if it was true, he didn't want to hear it. So, and then now we're going to get to how he feels now that he's in the afterlife, in the spirit realm. So let's see. Okay, the card he got first was Eight of Baskets. Okay, and this is a good card because it shows right now he's at peace, and likely, that he's having a lot of peace now, and playing with the angels and everything. I can imagine he's having a ball, because heaven is a beautiful place to be. And he's trying to leave the past behind. And yes, you can still think of the past when you're in the afterlife. He's wondering how his kids are doing and everything. But at the same time, he could see, God gives people in the afterlife a glimpse of how their relatives are doing. And some are led to speak to them in their spirit. That's why they're called ancestors, because they can talk to your spirit even though you don't hear them audibly. They'll sometimes move you to do certain things. So yes, he's okay. The next card we have for Michael is John Horse. And this is the Emperor card for the Hoodoo deck. And this is Michael Jackson's energy. Although he felt at times less than, he was a definite leader. He led people to want to dance and just, do all kind of cool things. He was an innovator. He made the moonwalk and all that. He was so cool. And to this day, people are mimicking him. So Michael is and forever will be the man. The next card we have is Four of Knives. Okay, and Four of Knives, this is Michael Jackson's spirit having a well-deserved rest. He's finally at peace. And spirit is saying he's enjoying himself and still dancing in the afterlife. That's something he loved to do. But he's probably doing all kind of moves now. I can imagine. He's having fun with his ancestors and playing with the angels and stuff. So Four of Knives. Yes, he's at rest right now. Okay. And the next card we have here is Three of Baskets. Okay. He's, in a way, partying in heaven. That's what Spirit wants to say. Again, playing with his ancestors and angels. He's enjoying himself. That's what Three of Baskets mean. And it's well deserved. I wouldn't be surprised if he had a reward in heaven. He definitely was special. So when a person's special, they definitely get rewarded in heaven too. Trust me. The last card we have for MJ is the Big Queen. Okay. All right. And the Big Queen, this shows he did a lot of good, despite some negative things he has been through or the rumors on him or whatever. He did a lot of good on this earth. And Spirit is extremely proud of him, And you can tell when Spirit is proud of you when you leave a legacy on this earth. And he definitely left a legacy. Everyone knows his name. We got 2-year-olds that are mimicking Michael, So guys, that's the message from the Heavenly Divine about our beloved Michael Jackson, okay? So with that being said, I'm going to spray my hate away spray, okay? And I hope y'all have a lovely 4th of July, okay? And get your groove on for me, all right? Namaste.